Well, I'm down the allotment and it's 6:15 a.m. Reason I'm down, I came down last night and it's the first time I've been down in over a fortnight. I've been away down in the Vale of Glamorgan visiting family, then came back, wasn't too well, and then I came down last night. I put the hanging baskets out. Well, I put some of them out. I've still got 3, but because I've put the windows in here, I can't put the other 3 hanging baskets out, so I'll have to find hooks to put them somewhere. But as I say, when I left, the beds were all tidy, so I never hiding out, and I'm going to show you exactly how this is at the moment. These are all what sprouted from the old potato buckets. You know, if you have a look there. Now, last night I did get this weeded. Yeah, you can see bits of green as in there. Just a bit of an old leaf. You know, it's all been taken off. But as I say, warts and all, where I put the onions, I've got obviously potatoes coming in, but I've got weeds, so that'll need weeded. That's got the gun. That's got the gun. This bed needs weeded. I'm not one of these that just hoe the top. I just use my little fork and get all the weeds out. This bed, you may remember this is the one that had the leaf miner in, full of weeds. This bed, full of weeds, where I had me cabbage last year, the giant cabbage, weeds, where all the raspberries were, full of weeds. Leek bed from last year, loads of leeks in that went to seed, which is a good thing, so I'll get me seeds free. But loads of weeds, so that needs done. That's needed done for ages, but some weeds there. This was the bed that had Katie the Tatey in. Katie the Tatey 3 will be going in there, so that needs all done now. Fed. There's weeds coming through Ian's fence into mine. And then I'll take you. Well, if we can get through, I see bindweed around the tree. You see it there? I'll have to get in and get that out. Pull this water barrel out of the way a sec, just so I can get through. Weeds, 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 weeds. That's comfrey. That's a weed in the centre. That's comfrey there. But this bed where I had the giant pumpkins, weeds. These ones with the yellow and the green courgettes, full of weeds. Starting to get weeds there, as I say, the bindweed. But the fruit cage, that little plastic cold frame come greenhouse, that was in my garden a few weeks ago when we had the high winds. And I put it on our group, has anyone lost one? Nobody's come forward yet, so it's still there. But the fruit cage, full of weeds. So I've got a fair bit of tidying up to do. We've got a garden inspection tomorrow. So me being the chairman, I've always said basically lead by example, so I've got a lot of work to do today to get this where it's in a state where I would pass someone's garden on the inspection. If not, I fully expect that the committee will vote to give me a letter, which I would do. Yep. And we've got some fruit coming on. Nothing on the apple tree yet, but yes, loads. Anyway, that's a pear tree. Starting to see the odd plum starting to come on. I can see 2, 3 there actually. Anyhow, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous and get back to this garden. Well, rain stop and play up on the day. I've done this bed in the fruit cage and that one, but as you can see, that's a gooseberry bush in the centre there, just there. But the rest, as you can see, are weeds. I've left it about an hour. The rain's not easing off, so I'm going to call it a day for today, but I'll show you what I have actually done today. I've got some strawberries coming on and all, that's good. Those 3 beds there. Now I cannot help the leaves because they come up the trees here, but the 3 of them beds are done. I didn't do Katie's bed, and this, well, that's me leeks and me weeds, and I haven't done them. I will do them, but I'm going to leave a few leeks in, the ones that have went to seed. I'll leave some of them in just so I can collect some seed. Parsnip box done. Carrot box done. The bed that had the leaf miner done. I've just got to put these hoops back up, then it's ready to be netted. This bed is done. I'm getting soaking. That bed is done. This bed done. These beds are 14 foot by 6.5 foot, just in case anybody's interested. That one's done. All the tubs are done. Them tubs are done. My onion and garlic bed still needs weeded. So really, I've only got this one to weed. The one with the leeks in, Katie's, and the fruit cage. So I'm going to go in the shed. Actually, I'll put that through the shed window, save us carrying more than what I need. I'll just carry the fork and that in. So I'll pause this video for now. Well, it's the following day, and this is how the fruit cage is looking now. Strawberries coming on, and then obviously the goose gogs coming on. These buckets are just there. In fact, I lift that one up the bed. I need to change all the netting, like it's all ripped to bits. But all that leaves now this one here, Katie the Tatey, which I'll get done the day. Me leek bed, as you can see, there's a one splitting, you know, full of seed. And then there's another one. So, you know, I'm gonna keep some of these just so I get seed, and the rest will all go out, and then I'll get stuff planted out in these beds, and then that'll just leave me to weed me onion bed. So happy days, as they say. So this is me finished for today. As you can see, I've weeded, turned this bed over. I've just kept the 4 leeks for seed, so that will be enough for me. I've done Katie's bed, so the only thing I've got left to do now, well, I'm saying the only thing, sorry, I've got weeds that are growing through there, just small ones. I'll get them out, but as you can see, every bed is ready. I just need to get some more poles to put in this bed, and then I can put the hoops up, so I'll have all blue on this side and then all yellow on that side. But the way it stands at the moment, I've just got this bed to weed. There is obviously weeds, but there's also potatoes growing in there as well, so I'll get them done. I need to get the clips off some of them. Some of them are growing really big, but I think the clips are sort of strangling them, so I'll get the clips off probably tomorrow. But I think for today, that's it. I'm going to go home now and have myself something to eat and a nice cold drink of water. So if there's any further updates from tomorrow, I'll add it. If not, I'll just make this as the video. So it's time to go in the shed now. So I'm in here, cup of hot chocolate. I haven't got the fire on, so I really can't be bothered to do much more today. I might do a little bit more potting on through there. Just before I pressed record again, because I paused it as I was coming in. But before I pressed record again, I went and I've watered the tomatoes, and I watered the condor potatoes, and a couple of hanging baskets that I've still got left in there. Watered me spring onions, crystal apple cucumbers. Whether I can be bothered to pot on, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'd rather just go home, have something to eat, and check on my flowers in the little plastic greenhouse up home. I will be going to John Soulsby's, I think, tomorrow. I'll be going to collect the schedule for the North East Horticultural Society. At the moment, things aren't looking very good for the show. I may possibly be able to enter a coleus in the future. Maybe. Everything else just not looking good at all. I bought 2 packs of common cucumber seeds. I think I paid a £5 a packet. So that's 10 quid. not one germinated. Luckily, I had some seeds from last year, which were my own seeds. They were the all-female cucumbers. So I started them about 3 weeks ago. They're looking all right. And they're not massive. They're just in a 1 litre pot, but they're about 12 inches tall, 10 to 12 inches. So I'm happy with the way they are. But I couldn't get the common, sorry. I'm way late because I can see the rain there, but over directly outside of here, I can see bees on my hanging basket right outside the shed windows there. So I got distracted. Sorry about that. So I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do. I don't think any of my onions are going to be any good. In saying that, I've still got pretty much 2.5 months to get some. It won't be for the giants. So I probably, if I enter them, it'll just be in the dressed. Carrots, I'm not sure about. And I think that's about it, to be honest with you. But I like to go every year. I normally meet Eric and Rachel there from our northeast allotments. I'll meet Dean, Leslie and the kids there. That's Dean from Dean's Lost the Plot. And then obviously we'll have a catch up, you know, when we go to the Marquees. I see a catch up. I talk to John Soulsby fairly regular. So it's not really a catch up with John, but the likes of Joe Keeler, Billy Reid, Billy Rumney, you get a catch up with all them lads, you know. The top growers in the northeast. So it's all good. Anyhow, I'll just say thank you. Sorry I haven't made a video for about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. I've been busy, I've been away, so I just haven't had time. I'm at least 3 weeks behind on watching other people's videos once again. Anyhow, cheers everyone. Bye for now.